leg day. Now, I used to always watch these Battle for the Olympia tapes and see these pros training legs, and I used to always be really disappointed because there'd very rarely be any super heavy free weight squats. And, here they were in the magazine saying that, you have to squat to get big legs. And then they'd be doing this squeezy leg extensions to get going and moving on to leg press and just basically doing an entire leg workout on machines. And I used to think, man, what a bunch of pussies. And now I am that pussy. And I can tell you why. Years and years of heavy squats, which did a fantastic job of building my legs, have resulted in some reasonably chronic knee issues. And if I start with a squat, I'm not going to be able to get in and out of a chair for the next few days. Not due to DOMS, but just due to knee pain. So these days, squats are almost a thing of the past. I always hope to be able to include them in a workout, but if I do, I will include them towards the end. So I start off with this beautiful leg press machine. You can see me getting a bit of a shake on here. So I'm starting to grind. Now I've done about 5 or 6 sets to get up to that weight. At this point I've got 14 plates on there, and I think I got out a set of 15, so I thought, I'll give 12 a go. Give 300 kilos a go, 15 plates aside. Which sounds really impressive, but of course I've selected the easiest leg press we've got. My range of motion is about as deep as I can get it without my hips rolling up off the seat. Look, my hips roll up a tiny bit. I'm not too worried as long as I'm not fully rounding my lower back. This set got really heavy, really fast, and it's pretty scary when you got that much weight, and you know that the little safety catch is very low, and if you don't complete the rep successfully, you're going to be trapped in there with your knees up around your head. So I use the hands on the knees to give myself a little self spot and get myself a couple more reps that I otherwise couldn't have got. So the leg press is my really heavy movement. You do need some mechanical stress, and you do need some overload. There's no disputing it. I would love to be able to come in and squat really heavy, and to tell you the truth, the way I built my legs in the beginning was coming in and squatting and just building up 1 plate aside, 2 plate aside, 3 plate aside, 4 plate aside, and banging out as many sets as I could on 5 plates aside. That's how I built most of my leg size. But these days, I do the best I can. So this leg extension technique, which as you're watching it, you're probably starting to realise just how horrible this would be, was taught to me by Tony Freeman at a seminar just the other day. Tony is in a similar position to me. He's an old man, and he experiences some joint issues as well. So he's all about overloading the muscle while placing minimal stress on connective tissue. And this is really just pure time under tension stuff. So you're holding the contracted position on the non-working leg while you're repping with the other leg, and then swapping over. So you're just starting with 5 reps aside, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. So a total of 15 reps with an isometric hold in between, and you're done. And it really hurts. From there, I find another very knee-friendly exercise for me is this V-squat machine. Now, in terms of the hierarchy of squats, you would go back squats first, probably followed by front squats, probably followed by a Bulgarian split squat, perhaps a hack squat, and then this would, come in about 5th on the rankings. But you got to do something. You got to squat. So what I do is I hook up a couple of resistance bands. So the resistance is fairly high towards the top of the movement, which again is placing a little bit less stress on connective tissue and kind of matching the strength curve of your quads. At this point, I'm banging out some fairly high rep stuff. I only went as low as 10 reps on one set of leg press, and that was because it was heavier than I expected. The rest of the workout I pretty much did 15 to 20 rep sets. So it is structured in a way that is basically allows me to get through it without hurting myself. After that, I did some one-legged leg press. Again, I didn't go super heavy. I actually stuck with 2 plates aside, which is kind of a wussy weight. The key to this one, or my main priority on this one, is getting a really full range of motion. I try and get my knee back as far as possible. I even let it flare out a little bit to the side. I really find this one helps to recruit my adductors, and I get a fair bit of glute work out of it as well. That V squat pretty much fries your glutes, which is a good thing too. I like to include a unilateral movement in pretty much with every body part if I can, just preventing imbalances and making sure you got good side-to-side symmetry. So I find that this one is really unique. Like if you can do 10 plates aside on your normal leg press, you'll probably be doing 3 plates aside if you do a one-legged. Whether that's just a stability thing or a coordination thing, I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's a hell of a lot harder with one leg or unilateral leg press than it is with both at the same time. I always do a specific glute movement. I always do some sort of bikini competitor exercise. The reason for that is that my quads are quite a dominant muscle group. They try and take over with absolutely everything. And my glutes are pretty lazy and they're just coming along for the ride in most cases. So by strengthening my glutes and creating a good little mind-muscle connection, neuromuscular connection with my glutes, it ensures that they stay strong. I have proportionate strength across my joints, across my hips and across my knees, which helps prevent injury. But doing a lot of glute exercises and even hip abduction exercises has really helped my knee issues. So I always have these as a mainstay of my workout. I'll quite often be doing the hip thrusts. Sometimes I'll do hip thrusts off a bench. Sometimes I'll be lazy and just do the little glute kickback machine at Doherty's. And from there, I do some calf raises. Never ask the guy with big calves how he got his big calves because they're pretty much genetic. In the off season, I'll admit, I do 2 sets for calves. I don't do any drop sets, I don't do any supersets, I don't do anything fantastic at all. I just use a full range of motion, do 2 sets to failure, probably around 15 to 20 reps, and my calves stay the same all year round, and they're bigger than my arms, so I don't want to get them that much bigger. And that is it for my lame leg day workout.